Good boys. Good boys. Sup? Good Carlos. Welcome. No trades yet. Maybe this PM session. Good Shay. PA looks disgusting. I mean, it was lunch. Hopefully it can clear up post 130. We can maybe find a setup for today. Worth risking. Um, yeah. Let's test out the copier. Make sure it's all good. Seems to be all good. So, simple game plan. We're looking for sell side, and that's it. A win is a win. No, a win is not a win, brother. I'm looking for lower prices. Potentially the AM session low, as well as the just get back here. Where is this? Tuesday. I'm not even gonna mark it because if we get below this, like the only setup I'm gonna take is to this low. And if this low gets taken, we're gonna call it a day. I'll be full porting Apex. I'm not sure which firm we'll do. We'll see what we have and then we'll decide. 15-minute bearish for value gap here. Should respect lower prices. I'm even considering jumping in an inversion here, just before market open at 130. Maybe a sell below this low. It's gonna be a scalp trade for sure. You said that's tomorrow we're gonna be bearish because I see 23,900. Tomorrow's gonna be a neutral bias most likely. Like you would assume bearish, but you would have assumed the bullish today. And honestly, I think the market is just sideways, and there's no clear higher time frame draw. I don't think we're bearish higher time frame. I don't think we're bullish. I think we're still sideways. So we're not going to be focusing on daily bias going forward. Just look for potential scalps or intraday range plays. Yep, this is a PM session stream. Appreciate you, Batista. Am I the only one loving these conditions? I'm sure other people do too. Appreciate you, Braxar, Ken K. Yep. Feels good. We'll definitely full port something next CPI. I just don't know what yet. Just don't know what yet. My indicator should mark out 130. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm honestly considering just shorting it right off the open here. I mean, possible. We get a resweep, something like this. Maybe take out these, somewhat relative equal highs. But if we get something like this, that'd be better. Um, Looking to take no more than 2 trades, each $250 risk. That's what the game plan is for today. So worst case, we're down 500 on the evals. Um, Best case, I make anywhere from 1R to 3R. If we make 3R, that'd be great. I only need technically 1.5, but I'm gonna DD risking. So, best case scenario for us, we come up, soup this high, trade to the SIBI here, and the market moves lower. That would also be a trade into the 30-minute gap right here on the Nasdaq. So ideally, we move higher right now. Alpha trade in a few days. They're gonna release the dates soon, so we'll should find out relatively soon. I want to see higher than that, but if we get a strong displacement here, it might be enough for me. 5-minute swing high in the 15 breaks lower. I'd really prefer higher. Yeah. Hopefully this can go higher. The higher, the better. Can you just explain the buffer rule for Lucid Flex and does it require any buffers? Yes, you do need a buffer. So you need to be above $2,000 in order to request a payout. Simple. Same as any other firm that requires buffer. No trades for me today yet. So I'm looking at the S&P 500 chart right now, and I'm eyeing a potential short continuation towards AM session low on the Nasdaq and the S&P 500. That's the idea for today. We have a 15-minute bearish fair value gap. We're working inside that right now. We already put in a swing high here. So if we can show confirmation that we're weak, I'll execute short. But so far, no confirmation. Slow market, which is expected. It's expected to be high resistance and slower. So if we do take a trade, we're going to have to keep our stop, 6 times 5 is 30. 30 times 5. 30 times 5. 150. So we got to get maybe a 7 contract short going in on here. I'm looking at this. YN doesn't look too weak. We did put in an intermediate term high here. So we've cleared out this minor buy side. No confirmation that it wants to go lower just yet. I think we just call it 10 contracts. 5-point stop would be 10 contracts. So it would be like 8 probably. Okay, nice. Nice little expansion. I like that. I actually like this. Because now if we get an inversion, it's really strong. This is quite strong. It looks like almost a news candle. Maybe something came out, who knows. But if we get an inversion here now, that's really strong. Could we just be bullish? Sure, it's possible, but for now, I'm assuming that this high is safe. Give me a breakaway. Don't want to see that traded too. We'll see though. Currently just pumping. Looks like we are going to take out that high. So premium 15. Would have preferred we don't, but let me validate the idea. See if we get there. It'll be an SMT probably. Actually, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. So strong displacement higher so far. Um, yeah. Could even argue a protraction long towards lunch highs, which would be right here. Oh no, lunch highs would be right here. Let's just see what this wants to do. Just scanning time frame, seeing what we're trading into. Looks like we're gonna go back into this 30-minute bearish. So sweep out this high, and then maybe we can get a setup short. We'll see. There is an S&T here on the bodies. ES traded above this body. Nasdaq respecting this bearish fair value gap. See what the market wants to do. See if it wants to take out this high and this high here. No trades yet this morning. No. Can you explain position size? What do you mean explain position? Position size, like what is position size? Position size is how much you want to risk per trade, or how many contracts you want to put onto one trade. Late as fuck in the day. It's not late. It's PM session. Second half of the day just started 6 minutes ago. So 2K as a buffer is not the same as max loss. So 2 requests 10K, the balance has to be 12K. Correct. Probably more, depending on the firm, because sometimes you need to make double. So there's the buy side. I like how we're getting clear candles now. It's showing good participation, good volume, speed, volatility, all good stuff that you'd want to see when bearish, or sorry, when trading. Nasdaq taking out the high now. I think it'll keep going up. I think it's possible we reach here. Possible. I don't require it to. I'll short before we get there if I need to, if the model forms. But I do understand it's possible to come here. Technically, your lunch buy side's right here, but we're just going to label it that. Keep it simple. 15-minute bearish fair value gap premium traded into. Potential rejection here. Equal lows. Watch out. Let's see what this price wants to do in this gap. So far, it still looks pretty bullish. But we have cleared out some buy stops here. I think it'll keep going higher, but we'll just have to see. Let's do this. I think that's the cleanest annotation. Alright, I'm OCD. This needs to be perfect. Exactly how I want it. Okay. Anyways, 15-minute fair value gap. We're working in that right now. Cleared out some buy stops. We can get some speed lower. I wouldn't mind looking for a short. There's currently an SMT here, but Nasdaq may want to trade into there. We'll see. Money mediated in the US. All right, Tusk. Cool. I'm in a long right now. Where should I put stop loss? Probably here, at least. Yeah. Realistically, probably here. That's where I would put it. At a 5-minute. It's hard to say. To be honest, it's hard to say. Do you always live trade PM? No. Only when I'm looking to. If I'm pretty flat on the day, then I think PM can offer a good opportunity. I'll hop on live for PM. You went and showered. What happened? 130 rallied higher. You going short? Potentially. Gatie, we are exactly at OTE as well. Cool. How do you approach PM sessions? Usually I look for an AM continuation. That's my favorite. Otherwise, we just look for a scalp towards lunch liquidity, which is here and here. Usual characteristic is an AM, either AM contraction, so we retrace into the AM session range, or we continue the AM session. Usually it's a continuation. Meaning post 130, we take out lows. What indicator you use? I'm not using any indicators. Besides this one that marked out 130. PM session. What times is PM session tradable? You start trading it after 1. I start after 1:30. 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. is the main one. I think silver will go lower personally. You're gonna buy now. Is it news? I don't know what happened there. You have to mark out opening range gap levels every single day, yeah. And you just took the buy side. Let's see if we break aggressively below this low now. If so, we can enter a short off of this inversion fair value gap. Chopping all year? We have been, bro. Even longer than all year. It's been like 4 months now or something. It's been such a slow daily chart. Blue box, just a fair value gap. I want to see that get inversed. I'll mark it out like this. Yeah. Why do you ignore YouTube comments now? I don't ignore YouTube comments. I try my best. You bought 40 PayPal shares? Fire. I made 3K per account trading 2 MNQ contracts today. Damn. Fire. Why did I say silver's going down? I think it's just been too bullish for too long. And dollar may find some stability eventually. So I tend to manipulate pricing like that. Equities marked out wrong? No, you marked it out wrong. But it's okay. We can agree to disagree. You don't mark it out by the wick. If there's a volume imbalance, ICT teaches to mark it out with the body. Why do you mark it out like that? Because that's the way ICT taught it in 2024 mentorship. Yeah, no, you're good. The volume bounce is important because it's like, you know, It's a part of the inefficiency. You also have to remember the wick itself is a gap, so you would want to include that. We're flat on the day, no trades. It may come up here. Yeah, it's wouldn't be a surprise to me if we came up all the way here. Why not longs? PM session tends to continue the morning session. It's been really bearish all day. Don't want to look for any long, so I'd rather wait for a retracement than short. Wait for a sweep on buy side for lunch and then short. Either or. I'll wait for one of those things. I think that's better narrative than looking for a long. We filled in the 15-minute gap there. Like if we short the market structure shift, it'll be a 10-point stop. 10-point stop. That's a 5 contract trade. Issue is now, I mean, we have to short into this huge ass gap. That's the issue. How convinced are we that this is going to go lower? That's what it comes down to, right? How convinced are we that this is going to go lower and not take out this high? I'm quite convinced if we break lower. I don't use previous org levels unless I'm looking for targets. What would you need to see to be bullish? I wouldn't be bullish. Even if we came up all the way here, I would just look for a reversal. And that can be, you can be bullish from here to here if you want. I'd rather sit and wait for shorts, right? Looking for just a PM continuation, lunch lows and AM session low as a draw. Issues would be shorting into a 15, 5. Pretty good wick on the 15. Going into the 5-minute now. May look to be a short seller here. We got the CISD. NQ's a little bit behind. Well, we did get an inversion there. The only reason I'm not jumping in right now is because we could easily get something like this. But if we did, I could just reverse and go long. So if we got stopped out for say 10 points right now, and then we went long here, 7 points to make them make 12 points back. Just want to see more of a break. Because this could be bullish. I'm a little skeptical that this will inverse and move higher. The narrative's kind of 50-50 for me right now. I like that we traded to the 15. Being a little more patient on this one. Because it's not like very obviously that we're not going to come up here first. Yeah. Maybe we'll take an OB if we get something like this. That'll be a lot easier for me to take than this right here, right now. You're in shorts, good luck. No break below the low. It's maybe a continuation long. Targeting lunch or buy side. In fact, if we got this inversion, I would take that. That's a pretty clear narrative. If we fail this gap, it means we're probably going to make a higher high here. If we make a higher high here, we could assume lunch buy side's a draw. So what happens now in the next couple minutes is pretty important. Worst case scenario, we wait till 2 p.m. and then it should be really clear. If we get the OB, I'll also short that OB. Pretty clean one on NASDAQ, if you ask me. Potential breakaway gap here, too. I like that they didn't get traded, too. Gonna see what this next candle does and potentially go short. All right, we're gonna try it, guys. Okay, trying my idea here. 15-minute bearish fair value gap, 1350 macro. Fading the lunch buy side as an objective. And I want to see this act as a bearish order block. If we're wrong, market will trade into this blue box, probably inverse, make a higher high, and then go here. I'm okay with that risk. 11-point stop. Comfortable with that as well. See what the market wants to do for us today. What does the market have in store for us today? If we get a body closure above this, would I close early? No, maybe not. I don't know. I don't like that 5-minute wick. I think we'll just wait. Because we got the CISD here inside 15-minute fair value gap. This green candle, I want to see that support lower prices. And then this one too if we get below it. If we get a body closure above, I'll probably terminate my trade. Could even consider flipping bias and going long, targeting the lunch buy side. It's a very probable. It's a probability. We'll see. I don't like how far we've come up already. Should have been. I was expecting a lot more speed when I initially entered. We didn't really get that. If we can stay below this red line, 50% here. We make a lower low, I'll move my stop here and sell one more. Getting real slow now. It was way more fun over here. That's getting real slow in here. Which I actually kind of like, I think. But if we were bullish, I feel like we would be speeding up higher by now. So for now, let's just wait. No AM session trades. What would you need to see to be bullish? If we inverse this gap here, then I think we'll run the buy side here. So if we inverse this blue box, I'm going to terminate the trade. YM made a lower low. Suppose that's not bad. If we close bearish on the day positive, so if we close below 930 open, there's like a 70% chance that the low of day forms at after 130, which right now it's at 1. So there's a pretty good chance that we take out AM session low. If we close below 930. So that's a lot of speed. I'll only close the trade if we inverse this gap. Ideally, the gap didn't even get traded to, but we'll see if it wants to be respected or not. If it inverses, I may even go long and target this high over here. If it doesn't inverse and say we make a lower low here, so we'll just see what happens in this gap. The higher high here. Pitchfork action. YM looks a little better, I suppose, but doesn't mean much. Nasdaq and ES look stronger, so. Did you M5 gap? Not sure what you mean. Those equal highs. There is a gap here. Yeah, we literally got filled right at the bottom there, huh? Doesn't matter though, because if the idea is either we make a higher high or trade back to the opening here. So how do you copy trade? You got to buy a trade copier. What happens here is important. Oh. 2 p.m. now. New range expansion. Yo, for a second, that candle looked like it was gonna go. And you guys saw that? For a moment, that one split second, that candle looked like it was about to just be one of these, and it wicked. Why did you short? Just curious. Looking for a PM session continuation, targeting AM session low. I like the 15-minute bearish fair value gap that we traded into. I like this formation in here. We traded up, got a breaker down inside the macro. So just PM session continuation narrative. 130 reversal model. Can you check the fib of the whole move up? This one or that one? If you want the big one, then this is OTE, if that's what you're looking for. Yeah? Okay, brother, I asked you 2 options, and you're responding to me yes. The entire move up, that's OTE. We pretty much one-ticked the OTE there, but to be honest, I don't really use that as a confluence. It's more just so it's good for risk to reward. Like, I don't think the market just chooses to stop there, you know. But like, if you do, then you can look at that, I suppose. Anyways, not touching the stop until we get a strong break below this low. So I'm just gonna wait here. If we get a strong body closure above this, see, I'm just gonna set and forget this one. I think actually, just let it do its thing. What macro? 1350 to 1410. What is your email? You don't need my email, brother. You can message me on Discord. You micro analyze too much? Sure, if you think so. Inside what macro? Yeah, first PM session macro, 1350. I am from Canada, yeah. Ramadan's good, brother. Looks like a long setup. If we got above this imbalance here, then yeah, I'd assume it runs the high here and here. What are the best macros? I mean, 950 is my favorite. 1050 is my 950 and 1050. I like that. What's the target towards sell side? AM session lows. AM session low is what I'm anticipating. At least 130 open. At least 130 open here. Quadruple equal highs. Very nice. This is on my live account and a bunch of evals. I may even terminate the position. Not just terminate. I'm going to probably switch along and target this high. So what I'm going to do is make this an order of 10. That should work, right? Against all accounts. And if this candle follows through... Now, I don't want to get filled up here, so I got to be careful, actually. Let me make this back to 5. I don't want to get filled up here. So... if this candle follows through like this, I want to enter a long. You know, what's the risk to reward if I enter now? Actually, 7. It's still not bad. That's what we're going to do here, guys. I think we're going to flip this long. I'm going to wait for this candle to close. Going to stop us here and fill us long. I'm happy with 907. I believe that should have worked. All right. So that changes my bias for now. You know, we did not respect this gap. It became an inversion. So I'm going to long it here. And if this trade loses, it'll be my last trade of the day. And we're just looking for lunch buy side here. So changing the bias, I think we're going to run higher. Stop at 6,900. And yeah, this will be my last trade. How big is this stop? 7 points. We got to get another 2 contracts in here. I'll buy this fair value gap if it gives me a chance to. I'm just under risked here. Should be 250 risk. We're at 7 times 5, 35. I'll buy it in there. Okay, there we go. So we took a $225 loss on the previous trade. This trade is also risking around 7 times 5. 7 times 5 is 35 times 7. Yep, this trade's exactly 250. So just want to make sure the risk is good. All right, so buys flip. Expecting a potential run on buy side here. I want to make sure I don't get SMT. Yeah, ES looks the most bullish here. And that's it. This trade, likely my last, likely my last trade of the day. Only took 2, but I'll show some orders here. So initially short, stopped, switched to buys based on that inversion. If we were bearish, we should have respected this gap, made a lower low. We didn't do so. So now I think we can run this high right here. That's the draw. And I guess we'll see, you know. Stop loss is at this low right here, 50% of that wick. So it's at 692. One tick lower. I'm gonna remove the arrows here. And yeah, this will be my last trade of the day, regardless of outcome. Actually, maybe if it wins, I'll risk profits. If it wins, I'll risk profits. There's not going to be much profits, though. Yeah. We'll see. Maybe we can pyramid. Who knows? So if it loses last trade, I'm done. If it wins, I may take one more. Yo, what's going on here? One of my Lucid accounts was in a short. What the hell? Okay, I'm just going to close that one manually. The other ones are all good. I don't know what happened. Probably some slippage when I tried doing the market buy stop and whatever and whatnot. Am I flipping buys over a 1 minute gap? Because it has a lot of narrative behind it. Do I think it'll range? No, I think it'll should run the buy side here. Gonna move my stop to 901. I'm just gonna leave it there actually. Just gonna leave it there. I want a pyramid, but I kind of can't really. It's just kind of just a set and forget kind of trade. If we put a 5 minute gap, like yeah, my stop's exactly where I want it, right? Could put it at a 1. Doesn't change much. I suppose we can save ourselves how much money is that? What's 1 point on ES with 5/7 contract? $35. No, I didn't catch the dump earlier. Why are you trading with such little money? I'm trading 13 accounts. And I also just don't like to risk a lot. I mean, I'm risking $250 on this trade. That's not a little. You can move your stop here. The issue is there's a 5 minute gap here. Okay, and I don't know if it's gonna be a breakaway or not. So I want my stop to cover that 2.5. This wick. 15-minute gap low. $902.75 going 902.25, so 2 ticks below. And that's probably all the management I can really do today. All the management we can really do. Got to be cautious here. Nasdaq may run our objective a little bit earlier. Do you ever get off the charts? Trading is supposed to give you freedom. You're a slave to the charts. Of course I get off the charts. I go to the gym, grocery shop, spend time with my girl. How do you calculate the stop loss? I just measure it and then multiply in my head. You think it's sad to buy more evals while being unprofitable? You have to buy evals, I guess. Right? Now, are you just gambling them, no purpose at all? That's not too good. The way you flip, well, it was always a part of the plan, right? I always said that if this gap failed, then we should probably run the buy side here. So we'll see. Pretty strong candle down right now. Let's see if we can find support inside this gap. I think we'll switch to the 2-minute chart. It's going to be the cleanest. 3 minutes pretty clear as well. I like our stop here. Yeah, we'll just leave this. I know I just remember. How much you up today? We're down 220 bucks across each account. I'm down 0.5% on my live account. If we put in a gap, 2 minutes there. Yeah, I suppose we can. I don't want to stay on the 2 minute because then you can't see the entry. I guess we'll just stay on the 1 minute. Is instant funded good? Only if you're confident you can make a payout and make a return on your investment. Gatie, I realize I'll always be catching you eat all the time. You eat all the time? What do you mean? Only trade live? What do you mean only trade live? No, I didn't trade AM session today. There was not much opportunity for me. Funded and all that is BS. It's whether it's BS or not, it's still money. How many accounts do you trade on? Currently, it's a total of 15 if you include the live account. I was in here a second ago. You were bearish. Yep, flip bias. Gatie, I realized always be. Yeah. I passed 2 evals but never got in a payout. Well, did you study? Did you find out what's holding you back? If I make 10K and Lucid request 9K, am I eligible? No. You'd have to make 10K. You'd be eligible for 5K. I know you said my brother, but I'm not sure what that second word means. So if you're up 200 on each account and you're up 3K, yeah, something like that. My take profit sitting at 6919. Honestly, psych and revenge trading. You got to be more specific than that. What's the issue with your psychology? Why do you have to be double up your request? That's just how they do it. So all the firms that don't have consistency rules, you have to only request 50% of what you make. My TP, lunch highs. It's this high over here, guys. I think we can reach above that high, maybe into this gap even. So I'll put this at 620 for now. But we'll manage it as once we get above here, we'll start running down equity. Oh, the 2K is the max payout. There you go. So you got to make 4K and request 2. Fear of missing out on runners without me. So you would say like trade selection. You're taking a lot of bad trades due to whatever the case is, fear, etc. Egyptian friends? I do have an Egyptian. Is he Egyptian? Lost at speed? Yeah. We're in premium now. Deep premium. Makes sense. How do you switch between time frames so fast? I just type on my keyboard 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 30S, 15 minute, 1H, etc., etc. No, I'm not Lebanese. Where do you stream this? I'm on TikTok and YouTube Live right now. PGR is real? What do you mean, a real person? He's a real person, if that's what you're asking me. You trade gold pretty rarely. It's a partial, and the stop to 505.75. Give me a second here, gotta lock in. This is me running down my equity. There's also an SMT there. And if we start getting sensitive, I'm going to take another bunch off here. Oh, looks like we're not getting sensitive. We're going to bring the stop to 910. So at least we're not down on the day. We were caught offside initially on the PM session. Oh, shit, guys. I moved my stop too close to my entry on my live account. I can't move it. But running down my equity. Taking another 2 there. We're going to trail this. See what we can get. Guaranteed break even on the day, so let's just see what we get. Send this to... I mean, how much can 2 contracts really do? We'll leave it at that. I think that's all the management. If you're uncomfortable with being break even, you can always close it all out here. I'm going to just sit here and hope that the market gives me something that I don't expect. Trail my stop to the swing low here. Not a swing low, is it? We're going to move it there anywhere. 91275. 91225. And we'll just see. Oh, shoot. Let's close that on the live account. All right, what we're going to do here is move this to 91675. So I'm choking the trade now. And at this point, it's up to, not up to me at all. So this is just hopes and prayers now. Hopes and prayers. So worst case scenario, I lose 20 bucks. Best case scenario, infinity, right? Looks like we're about to get stopped out right there anyways. So about 100 bucks up. I mean, it wasn't the highest trade to begin with. There we're out. So we got all our partials out where we wanted. Took the target. Out of the trade. So something happened with one of the accounts. 349, 331, 312. Wait, they're all the same. Oh, maybe it was just a visual glitch. It seemed to have all worked out actually. Right? They're all the same. It says number account 17. Well, let me click sync all here. Sorry, I'm just double checking the accounts, making sure the copy. So that's 349, 313. My apologies, guys. 52, 312. Okay, so all those look good. Cool. Live accounts good. Top stat 52281, 285, 291, 289. Okay, cool. It actually all worked out. Nice. So sweet. We're green. We are green. Up around 100 bucks per account. Not bad, taking that we've taken a loss here. Do we close above 930 here? No, that'd be kind of crazy. I'm considering a potential short, but maybe we like I don't want to be up 100 bucks, you know? So I kind of want to risk 100 bucks and just end break even. Being up 100 is not going to make me much, doesn't really basically break even. So if I have a free 100 bucks to trade with today, I kind of want to take a trade risking 100 bucks. So oh, there is one account. Let me check. Just double check all the accounts, make sure they're all good, and then we'll see. I kind of want to force another trade. Like, I know you're not supposed to, but we're gonna force not statistically speaking, but with end of day drawdown, we have a free $100 right now. Tomorrow we won't have this free $100. We won't have a free $100. Yeah. So for some reason they're all in correct here, but the balance issue. Scan refresh. Okay, now all the accounts are synced up. Looks good. Looks correct. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I want to take another trade here. I want to risk $100. So because we're not gonna have this $100 tomorrow. So we want to take advantage of that. Live account, we'll call it a day. I'm up, honestly, not much. 0.5%. We were down 0.5%. Now we're up 0.5%. So we'll see. I want to definitely look for. Yeah, so far 2 trades on the day. We're up half R. Getting slow here. Yeah, I want to find an opportunity to risk around $100 because, like I said, with the end of day drawdown, we want to take advantage of that. I'm not gonna have this $100 extra tomorrow, so if we can turn that, find a 1 to 2, maybe $100, make it a $300 winning day. That makes my life a lot easier going forward. We're gonna call it on the live account, but we'll work on these. So we'll see. I'm obviously not gonna take a random gamble trade, but maybe if we can take the buy side and kind of go for more of a Hail Mary short, or at least a contraction. It doesn't need to be a reversal, but maybe we can take out some sort of sell side here. Took the trade like this. You took 1 loss as well. I'm not gonna. People are just gonna keep asking anyways. Could try turtle soup once NQ takes the high there. So, what are we thinking? Like, I haven't taken a turtle soup trade in a while, but I'm looking at YM already went lower. NQ gonna take the high. So if we want to risk $100, what's $100 on 1 contract? 1 contract on ES, $100. That's 20-point stop. 2 contracts is 10-point stop. 3 contracts would be a 5-point stop. So if we turtle soup with a 5-point stop, let me double check that math. 5-point stop times 5 times 3. 5-point stop times 5 times 3. Right? It's correct. 5-point stop times $5 per point. We could do 4 contracts. Or we can do a 7.5 stop with 3. I kind of like the 5-point stop. But now 5-point stop is worse. Let's go 2 contracts. Let's at least wait for some sort of CISD here. Some good displacement. And we can always pyramid aggressively. I'm looking at those lows. Did we get the 15-second CISD? We did. Alright, guys. Turtle soup trade. We're going to risk $100 with 3 contracts. Wait, was it 2 or 3? Fuck, I forgot. $100 divided by 5 divided by 2. 10-point stop. We're just going to go 2 contracts, 10-point stop. We'll call it 8.5 just so the calendar is green and we can be happy. So we're risking our profits on the day, which is not much. Let me just double check the trade copier is working. Positions buy. Perfect. Wait, oh, sell. Sorry, live positions, sell. Okay, so turtle soup short. I'm risking $100, and we're looking for sell side here. Low hanging fruit. And my stop loss is simply $100. 8.5 points. There's some logic to it, obviously. We took the high out in here. YM a little bit more aggressively moving lower. So just risking my profits on the day. Worst case, break even. I'm going to double check one more time. 8.5 times 2 times 5. So risking $85. Yeah, perfect. So risking $85 on this trade. And we're looking for around 20 points. Times 2 times 5 would be around $200. Perfect. Exactly what we want to do today. This is ES S&P 500. I'm looking at these equal lows. So right here, you guys can see it, right? If you have 1 hour on eval, would you risk it with end of day? Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm doing right now. How do you copy trade and Tradeify? So you set the group, and then when you go to you got to click accounts and select the one that says group. If you open a sell limit order, you can still drag out the SL and see the risk. If you open a well, I won't do that just yet. If we break down, we're going to add a contract. So say we get an inversion here, for example. I'll add a contract and move my stop here. As long as we don't lose more than, let's just say $90. We can pyramid into this trade. I'll put a sell stop here for now. So if we get here, that's the 15-minute open. That would be an 8-point stop. But the average fill would be, let's call it 915. 5-point stop. That's good. So we can afford an entry here if we move the stop here. Nasdaq looks pretty good. Pretty strong displacement there. Again, I want it to trade all the way down here. That would more confirmly invalidate the gap. Will you try TradeC? Probably not, because I want to use Tradeify to copy, right? The stop loss is at 926.50. It's not a logical stop loss. It's a $100 stop loss. I didn't take any trades in the morning session. Pure gambling? No, there's definitely logic to this trade. Turtle soup idea. And by the way, it's not like the model didn't form. The model is here. That's your CISD, right? I'm just taking the trade based on trade management purposes. So now we're in fill 3 contract short. We're going to move the stop to 921. And we should only be risking 5 times 3 times 5, $75. Perfect. So this is our trade. This won't be touched. This will be the last trade of the day. This trade is textbook. Swept buy side, broke down. YM looks the most weak. It's good. Appreciate you, Nick. What's good, Camlot? I'm good, man. Risking profits on this trade. Feels good to take a trade risking just profits. The market wants to be very easy for me. Nice. That'd be great, yeah. You can trade on TradeC as well as multiple firms. I need to be able to connect TradeC to my trade copier, right? So now we're looking for 18, 270, yeah. So, and who knows, maybe we'll get another pyramid in here. I was up 585, profit, risk some. Now I'm 420.22. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, you're already up pretty. I mean, I guess it depends what account you have, but I'm in this trade risking my Coca-Cola to make a shawarma. That's so funny, bro. Was it a win the last trade? Yeah. So now I'm just risking some of the profits. The last trade looked something like this. We never actually got the inversion here, so not a good sign. But YM and NQ look really good, in my opinion. Same scenario to the short we took earlier. We want to see this gap open, but we're already kind of trading back into it. How are we only down 15? ES is so calm. How can we trade ES? Just better risk. Like, I can easily pyramid, for example, below this low. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put a sell stop. Say the market puts in a swing high around here. Then maybe that's too much risk, actually. We'll have to wait and see. Never actually got the inversion, unfortunately. The body stopped right there. Could be telling. Could we not be down more? 7.5 times 5. I guess we'll only lose 70 bucks. So we'll still be up like 30 bucks. Basically break even. Most inspiring quality you have is your patience for real. Appreciate you. Yeah, thanks, bro. Yeah, it's probably going to make SMT with NQ. So we can always increase this by 1 or 2 points. But really, this gap should hold. So let me do some math here. 100. Let's even say $90. 90 divided by 3. We can get away with a 10-point stop. We can put this like here. I don't need to be up 30 bucks on the day. This looks pretty bullish. Can't lie. Took the buy side, but I'm thinking about moving my stop 3 points higher. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So we're gonna move this to 923, 7, 924, 25. So now our stop loss is 8 points, and worst case scenario, break even on the day, right? Correct. Yes. So we'll see, because there may be an SMT here. That's one. Two, I don't want to be up $30 on the day. It doesn't change anything for me. So just playing the game. Target EQ. SMT will be put in here shortly. So the good news is if we do break, we can pyramid easily. Oh, some accounts were actually up like 125, so really we could really be pyramiding. But one account was up 90 bucks. I don't know how that happened, but I guess just a market order fill. Emotional trading, yeah. I'm very emotional right now. Check the 5 minute. It's looking pretty bullish on the 5, I won't lie. I mean, that 5 minute candle looked good, but then we immediately overlapped. We'll probably make a higher high here, and then we'll see what happens. 1430. 1430, and then I'll label 15. There's the higher high. That's the SMT. Close the trade and close up shop, bro. Once you know you're being emotional, you need to hit eject. I was being what's it called? I was being sarcastic. Someone in YouTube chat said it, so I was being sarcastic. It says you're down 900 because I'm copy trading 15 accounts. Or at 14. 15. TikTok is not real. The charger's glitch. All in the corner of my eyes. Are we looking at previous year highs? MES made a higher high, but ES didn't. We shall see. I want to aggressively pyramid into this one. If we get some displacement here, because then let me just double check. Let's say we got to fill all the way down here. 5 times. I know I keep doing this, but 5 times 4 times 5. I could get I could short right here too. So I'll put a sell stop here. And then move the stop to whatever this high, I guess, if it forms. Leading indexes, ES didn't make an SMT. Yo, is Philadelphia winning today? That was you, right? MXQ? That was you? Philadelphia winning or what, bro? I'm gonna watch the game today. You ever thought about using order flow? No, I've not really thought about that, personally. Good buys flip here. Good closures on the long there. Of course they're gonna win. What did you take? Short here. Reversed. Close, 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 close. Sorry, turtle soup. Short, pyramid. And now I'm risking my profits. Without order flow, everything you're saying is just you don't know what you're talking about? Sure. Don't watch my stream then. Pick somebody else. Good shit, master. Just risking profits here. Yeah, NQ's OTE. What contract costs under $100? We're in 3 contracts short. This is the micro S&P 500. Micro S&P 500. Please don't hear on that stupid hate. Oh, don't worry, brother. I've been doing this a long time. I really want to get filled in one more, because then it's actually significant. 18. Stay. 8 times 4 times 5. Yeah, that's 360, and we're already up once. And then we'll be up around 2R on the day. Wow, that'd be fun. That'd be great, really, if we can get filled here. 9.7. 7.25. Personal opinion on Forex. You can get really good swings on Forex if you study bank interest rates. Number one firm, Alpha Futures for sure, yeah. Well, for easy money, like it depends, right? For easy money, Alpha Futures. Daily payouts. I like Take Profit Trader, but I haven't tried the trade. I mean, listen, Tradeify, Take Profit Trader have pretty much the same plan. Damn, we got one tickly saved over there. For now. Let's see some big black limousines here. Why sell? Because we took a buy side. That's the only reason. We took buy side. Anticipating a contraction here. Not a reversal, but I think we can go back down to where we started. Low-hanging fruit for me. Realistically, I could aim for this. Are you glazing Lucid too, like everyone? I like Lucid. They're basically top set but cheaper. The long was good, yeah. Contraction. Contraction is when the range goes in. ES take those highs. ES mini? No. Button X is good too, yeah. Trade Syncer like copy trade? Yeah, I mean I don't use Trade Syncer, but I'm using one that does the exact same thing. Just pass the Take Profit Trader account. Any rules that I should look out for? Just don't trade news. That's the only rule. Don't trade the news, the big ones. No other rule. It's live trailing drawdown as well until you get a buffer. So focus on getting 2,000 and then go from there. Yeah, man, this is gonna be slow. This is gonna be slow. Can you trade after though? What do you mean? Can you trade after? After what? Oh yeah. After or before news. Out of pure curiosity, is anyone else here also risking profits with me? Lucid is goated, not gonna lie, even allows you to news trade. Lucid is really good, bro. I can't lie. You took the short, but not the long. Protraction short fails. You take protraction long. If it flips your bias. I took the long and the short with you. You're still in the longs. You're risking profits as well. Yeah. If you're on a funded and you hit like a target or whatever, or you know, but like for me, being up $100, it's not gonna do anything. You know, it's not a winning day. It's not. I mean, these are evals, so I might as well risk the $100 for free, right? Might as well risk the $100. Doing my best. Rise. Evals. This is eval. Yeah, $100 on eval. If it was funded, I would do the same, though. But I took a loss earlier. That's the thing. We took a loss and then a win, so I just turtle suit buy side. And there's good logic behind it and really good risk to reward. All right, that's it, guys. This is the last. I don't see myself being able to. Oh, unfortunately, 2-5 got filled on a short and pretty wicked. It's okay. Because the faster this is done, the faster we can go about our day. Yep. So this is exactly $100. Whoops. This is exactly $95 of risk. $95 of risk. Exactly what I want. And I won't do anything else to this trade unless we get below this low. So we'll see. For how many time are you trading these evals? I've had them for about a week now. Are you break even? We're up 100 bucks. If this trade loses, we're break even on the day. So I'm risking my profits. Sell now? What does that even mean, sell now? 2 a.m. here? Damn. How many accounts do you copy trade? Depends. Currently, there's 14 accounts synced to the copy trader. Boys, we're done. Break even date. Yeah. So let's put this in the Discord. 3 trades PM session. If you guys don't know, every single trade I take on stream, we journal it in the Discord. Thursday, February 26, 2026. Trade number 1, 1330 reversal model. M1 CIC entry. Results minus 0. Hold on, 225 divided by 250. 0.9R. Trade number 2, don't know if you guys can see. Trade number 2 was a 1330 retraction model. M1 IFEG entry. Results. If we were up 100 divided by 250, 0.4. So hold on. Gotta do some math here. We were down 0.9 and then we were up 0.4. So what did we make? 1.3 plus 1.3 R. Trade number 3. 1330 reversal model. Turtle soup. Second CISD. Result minus 0.4 R. Hashtag stream. Hashtag break even. Break even day was up 100 and took short. Happy to walk now. And at least we're up on the live account. We're up 0.5%, so we get a free 0.5% tomorrow to trade with. Because we didn't take that. I'm not gonna do that on my live account, right? I actually do have a benefit to walking away with 0.5%. You know, there's no trailing drawdown on my live account, so I'm actually up less, up like less than 0.5%, I think. But that's the business. How do you spell Hail Mary, bro? It's not working. Anyways, that's the journal. Posted as always. 3 trades. And now, I don't know where this is gonna go, but finishing the day plus $14. That's satisfying. Oh, you guys can't see, but satisfying. 250. Yeah, that's it, guys. You know, it probably would have been smarter to wait until final hour macro, but I don't have that kind of patience. So I'd rather not. Rather just come back another day. Break even never felt more satisfying or unsatisfying. I'm live every single day. Yep. So I appreciate you guys coming through to the live stream. I will see you guys live tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. Eastern Time. Don't trust the scammer in the chat right now. And, you know, good day. Good day. Yeah. Tomorrow we may want to be more aggressive, maybe. We'll see. But appreciate you guys coming through. I'll see you guys live tomorrow. Take care. Stay safe. And don't blow your accounts. $14 on the win on 76ers. If they win, we're up good on the live, bro. Leave the trade or close it now on break even on the day. If you're break even on the day, I think this is a pretty good time to walk. You know, I think we can agree that today wasn't the easiest. So